some sort of Hexican?
Welcome to the second episode of the Worst Damn Crypto Show, period. I'm Romanian's Glenn, and I got with me Tap for Life 1 and Hexter Morgan. What's up, fellas?
What's up,
Where's
everybody?
that?
Technical difficulties here.
It's all right. It's
We're getting
okay.
through it.
No
He's
worries.
with us in spirit, but not visually.
Exactly.
The voice is here. I'm still messing around with stuff as we go here.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to start with? Daytona, the Black Diamond, Canada, Russia.
Let's start
Just
with
real quick.
Canada. I like Dan's tweet at me yesterday. What was it? Oh, Kamida.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Here, we got Trudeau over here,
There he
There you
is.
go.
The one and only.
the man in charge.
Papers. Show me your papers now. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty interesting what happened. We all saw it coming. There were reports throughout the day that this Emergencies Act was going to be invoked, and it was, and it's never been done before. And basically they have the ability to freeze anyone's bank accounts, even if you're suspected of sending money to whoever through whatever site. Even if you're suspected, your bank account can be frozen.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So you got
Man,
that.
Wow.
as bad as that is, I see that as a bullish sentiment for cryptocurrency because can't nobody freeze your crypto account unless you give away your keys.
Yeah.
And
Like
you bring that up. I had a coworker today just asking me about the Canada stuff and why people was relating it to Bitcoin. And I explained to him how the whole GoFundMe thing happened. They canceled that, and then they did the fundraising through Bitcoin. He understood like how the Canada craziness and the cryptocurrency is now being related. So people are starting to connect those dots.
Yeah. My biggest fear was that it would be like Canada's been pretty good with crypto. Like it's you're still taxed on capital gains and all that, but they've been more open to trading as an ETF, right? Like we have a lot of online you guys know, like when you go, a lot of people, everyone's trading online now. So but a lot of our brokerages, you can buy crypto and sell it online, and we've been ahead of the US on that one. So I was a little worried when I knew okay, Bitcoin donations are going to start to come in. I was just worried about what effect that would have on crypto in general, because the powers that be, if they see it as a threat, like people on this side of the border still have to get that money out, right? Even if the Bitcoin does come in. So my biggest concern was, okay, I really hope this doesn't do a disservice to crypto, because on the one hand, it's super powerful, and it should show people how important it is, your custody of your own finances, right? Like that's your personal property. So
yes,
and it will wake more of the governments up to think, oh, we gotta clamp down on this now, because look what they're going to use it for. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, I read today that the police chief, I guess, retired or resigned in Ottawa. What was that about?
Resigned.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, he resigned. A lot of them have resigned.
Also, he wasn't the only one. That was the only one I heard about.
Well, it's like unless you're there on the ground, who are you going to believe, right? Like, I don't trust the media one bit. And I can go off of stuff I've seen with people there, and people seem to be pretty peaceful. It doesn't seem like the cops really want to be involved. Like, I think like we have provinces right in Canada, so you have
Mhm.
premiers of these provinces, and Trudeau went and talked to a bunch of them to talk about invoking this Emergencies Act, and a bunch of them came out saying they were against it. And the funny thing is with this is like a lot of these blockades down in Windsor have already been opened up and traffic's flowing through there again. So is this even necessary now? Like, okay, like, yeah, the convoy made their point. Like they could still peacefully protest as long as they're not blocking supply routes, right? And that really affects everything. But
Mhm.
if they go, okay, we hear you, government, we're gonna move, we're gonna let people come through again. Well, then there's no need for this emergency act anymore. So let's see how long they keep it in place for.
Now, does Parliament have to approve it? Because I think I read that, but
I have to look more into it. I don't think they do because I think it's a very specific thing, and the wording is like when Canadians' lives are in danger. Like the wording of it, it makes it look like you look at the situation we have, and I don't think this is the time to invoke this act. It's just scary, man. It's like, well, what if you have kids
yeah,
and even if you're suspected, that's my biggest issue. If you're suspected of doing it, then they can freeze your bank accounts without a court order. That's not cool. Like that is not cool. That's scary. And how do you know they're going to turn off this function? Right? I don't work in the government. I don't know how
yeah. I mean, it makes you not want to live in Canada,
about it.
really.
It
I
just
was
has
saying
you.
it. Yeah,
It just has you question like your whole life, basically, when at any moment a separate entity that you have no relation with, no contact with, can cut off your means of survival. We
Right.
use money to
yeah,
survive.
Yeah.
So someone can just turn off your lifeline to survival. That's crazy. No matter who
Yeah.
you are, what class, what country, state, territory you're in. Nobody wants to even have that thought go through their mind. And like you said, Hexter Morgan, people got kids. People got kids. I
Oh,
don't
for
have
sure.
kids. I
And
don't
how
have
do you
these
know? Like
thoughts.
if you're going off of suspicions, what if you get it
What
wrong?
is that? Suspicions. What is that? What is
That just means if
suspicions?
they think, right? That's what's so scary about it. If they think like, oh, I saw that tap guy talking to a trucker, or I saw him driving by a truck driver. Okay, well, you know what? Freeze that fucker's bank account. Right. So here comes one of the dogs. Yeah, it's just scary. It's scary. Like if you have kids, what if they suspect the wrong person or suspect anyone? It doesn't make any sense. And then you want to go buy groceries or diapers or whatever, or pay your rent. Sorry,
Mhm.
your account's frozen. And can you imagine how hard it's going to be for you to get that reactivated? Like, just imagine how hard it is going to be. Okay, who do I have to call? Well, call this guy down at City Hall here, then go down here, and
yeah. It's
It's going to take you 2 days to figure out what's the right number you got to even call.
oh, they do that on purpose. I'm sure of it. I'm
straight.
sure they do. There's like 6 or 7 or 8 holes you got to go through until you make progress.
Yes, at least.
Yeah,
So that's where
straight,
we're at.
straight communism, man. Straight communism.
Yeah,
Crazy, crazy.
yeah. So that's what
Did you see the meme of I think they had Putin was calling or no, the Chinese president was calling Putin, and then he's like, "Hold up, I'm on the other line," and then
Yeah, it was
he goes
Trudeau.
onto the other line. Yeah, it was funny.
It's Trudeau. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go on to some better news besides this dark stuff. What else we
Okay,
got
what do you
lined
want?
up?
I got Hextona 2022, baby.
Did you see of them
I'm ready.
driving? He was.
I'm
Yeah,
ready, baby.
dude.
I was wondering why he had the facial mustache. I wasn't going to
It
question
looks
anything. I was going to let you live your life.
it
But
looks perfect.
It's for Hextona.
okay,
JJ gonna win it all, baby.
that makes sense.
I
That
can't do
makes sense.
an accent here, but
You're going to win it all,
I've,
baby. You're going to bring
I've,
it home right quick.
I've been watching that boy, and he good. He good.
Oh, he real good. He gonna take it down. He gonna drive that car around that track real quick, and we'll.
Let's go, JJ.
I'm too
Tap, what are
lit
you
for
laughing
this.
at over there? Why don't you come over?
I'm too lit for this, y'all. My mom just took me out for birthday
I
dinner.
saw the pictures.
So, and we had a very nice dinner. I had a couple very nice drinks, so I'm still in a very nice mood. So that's why I'm more giggly this episode to all the viewers.
That's perfect. It's live. Yeah, you're right. It is live.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yo,
Nah,
our
but
driver that we have, I did look into him a little bit. He is pretty darn good, and he has been known to win races with not that up to date cars. So
that's JJ, baby. Let's go. Woo!
You ain't out. You ain't out of control. You ain't in control. Let's go.
Exactly.
Let's do this. I don't know anything
bait.
about. I have know nothing about cars for that stuff. I would like. I just know nothing about cars. I wish I did, but I
I
don't.
know how to drive them. Put gas in them.
Not like those guys. Not like those guys.
No, they know the man.
Yeah, that's just gonna be like I saw.
He got the fastest lap today, and initially, I didn't check Twitter after that, but I think
Oh,
like
the practice
10,
race.
10 drivers,
practice race
yeah,
started.
10 drivers had gone before him, something like that, and he had the fastest lap so far. So
Yeah, I saw that. He had one of the fastest lap times. It was awesome.
that's
I'll give
There's a
JJ,
lot of
baby. JJ.
I gotta find a statistic, but there's a shit ton of people that watch that stuff, man.
Well,
Here's
I
my
looked
quote.
online. So last year they had 4.83 million viewers, and it was a drop from 7.33 million viewers a year before that. So in 2020,
I think that view count is going to go up.
they got
Yeah.
I mean, they got Mayweather.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Mayweather got his own NASCAR.
So he has a car then, Mayweather? Is that what he's doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. His first time too, so I'm sure he'll be promoting it all over Vegas, wherever he's at. And I mean, the one clip I did see, they were just talking about Mayweather when JJ was, pushing it to the metal, grinding the gears. But yeah, they were just talking about Mayweather. So I think it'll get a lot of viewers for sure, more than 4.83 million.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad this camera's not working, guys. I wanted you to see my new chair.
Oh, I saw you on the Hexy Bastard show. That's dope. I like that.
Isn't that chair sweet?
Look
I
like-
got these two
yeah.
little LED lights with the pulse chain and hex colors reflecting off the back. That's why I don't know why it's not.
Damn, I want to see.
I know. I'm gonna try on a different browser here while we're talking. I might jump out for like 30 seconds to swap browsers just to see. But I'm on the same browser as I was the other day. I don't know what's going on here, but damn, it's a shame. It's a shame.
So his chair kind of looks like this.
Yeah. I love that one of Wales. What if I told you? I already told you. You didn't listen. Who made that
The
one? Was that
man-
you?
The man
No, it
has
wasn't
no
me, no.
face. We have no idea what his body looks like. Somehow Hexicans have turned out to still meme him.
No, you seen his face. He did didn't he reveal his face on that promo on New Year's, or did he still have it? Oh no, he had it half covered. He had his glasses off. That's
I'm
right.
about to say, did he have his whole face covered? He was looking like he's about to rob a bank.
Speaking of banks, what
Yo,
about
he was
that-
wearing this on New Year's, man. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
That's what I meant. Okay, yeah. Maybe 'cause
That's
since I
literally
saw his
the interview
eyes-
picture.
Yeah.
Eyebrows
Okay.
of death.
Well, since I saw his eyes, that felt like I saw his whole face. Maybe the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? So
I think there's a video out there with his face in it, but yeah, for half a second. But
yeah. So what about that whale bot? What about the Godwhale today?
Oh,
oh
man.
my god, we should have started with that because that was exciting. This one right here,
Here it
$194 million.
A billion heads,
15
right?
point- I don't know, but it's a lot. I can do the
What a
math, but
fool, man! You just gave all your money to Richard Hart, man. What are you doing?
Look at Richard. He said epic.
I know. That is
Bro,
a big.
I tried to explain my mom what happened today with that $200 million stake. She couldn't fathom. She just couldn't fathom it.
Dude,
I mean, who
look at
can,
the
man?
interest. Look at the daily inflation on that amount of T-shares.
Okay, so let's see.
Do the math, like whatever it is, times it by 6.
We can
All right.
drop 50% in price.
Jesus Christ, the man's making $1 million a day. almost.
We can drop 50%. He'll make $500,000 every day. Is that right? Like we could drop
Oh,
50%.
It
let's
was
do the math
100
right
and
now.
something, 170 grand or something. It was a day.
Well, it's 149, 150. So you multiply that by 6.
Yeah.
It's about 894,900, about $900,000. Or no, 900,000 hex. Sorry. So you multiply that by the current price.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it was.
20
Yeah.
cents.
It's
So
around
yeah,
100
it's about 180,000,
There you go.
178,
Yeah,
980.
180.
180 a day, 180,000 a
Dude, like
day.
this guy is
Yeah.
is getting more inflation per day than people make in years.
Yeah, it takes me about 3 years to make that. So
3 years.
Man.
You must have a nice job.
congratulations.
You must have a nice job.
You're doing something right, man. You're doing something right. Well played,
Not to
sir.
save it, to make that. I mean, to save 100. Yeah, I would probably need like 18 years, like 10K a year, probably maybe more.
So
but
here's a question: he's also sitting on a lot of USDC, isn't he?
he's sitting on, I think, more hex in that wallet. I think he only staked like 85% of it for 5555. But yeah, he actually did sell some. You're right. He sold some Ethereum a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember how much, but
Yeah.
millions of dollars worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, billions, damn.
No, millions.
Millions. But he's
Yeah.
still like, I wonder if he's going to buy more. I know we're coming to the end of the old sack phase, but what do you think that does for people's a new guy coming in seeing that?
The sack phase.
No, not the sack phase. I just mean in general for Hex, where like the big complaint or whatever you want to call it from the last 2 years is, yeah, people you lock your money up, but you're never going to see it, and then ETH address locking up 200 mil for 15 years.
I mean, it should give you confidence. Shit. For me,
If people do their research and they understand the history of the Godwhale, how he got started, how long he held his Ethereum, and they see the moves he's making into Hex, it should be a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If you could watch this one individual who
exactly.
got ETH way back in the day, just held it, now ETH millionaire, whatever he is now. Now he's heavy into Hex. It's a no-brainer. If you're saying anything else, you're just mad.
I mean, he did it the right way. The guy he didn't sell when Ethereum was $1,200, $1,400, and then it dropped to $88, and the guy just did not sell. So I mean, that's how all of us would have. I mean,
yeah, and you can't, and you don't know, right? Like I know people want to, like, oh, I would have held. It's like, yeah, you sit down there and looking at millions of dollars in your thing, and you have no idea what you would do in that situation.
I saw my Dogecoin when it went from 30 cents to 24 cents like a little punk.
Well, hopefully you don't have that Dogecoin anymore. But
no, I don't. I think I got rid of that from.
Dude, that thing is just like died off, like fell off the face of the earth. It feels like
it's out there, but it's not as heavy as it used to be.
Down.
No, I remember last May. Like, wasn't it May the peak that's when Elon did the SNL thing?
Yeah, it was
and it had its top,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just dumped ever since then. But like even in the media, I hear way more about Shiba Inu than I do about Dogecoin now.
And Shiba is just a copy of freaking Doge. Like what is this? What is life?
They have so many coins too now, like with their yield farming and all, and their staking and all this shit. Like they got leash, bone, balls,
yeah, I don't know, but yeah,
Shib, whatever.
They got the exchange and everything. Man.
Yeah, and I think they're going after the NFT stuff too, and gaming, like Shib integration with gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, at least they have like
you gotta make it affordable. Ethereum makes it non-affordable. So whatever idea you have is just a freaking idea at this point. Like there's no place that's a safe, affordable place to do all these crazy gaming crypto stuff people be talking about. Unless someone can prove me wrong.
Well, it's going to be affordable on Pulse Chain.
Yeah.
But right now it doesn't exist. So at the moment, it's coming.
2 more months. 2 more months. A week later.
coming.
2 more months. 2 more months.
It's coming. Don't worry.
The Godwhale making that crazy sacrifice did get me thinking to how soon Post Chain could possibly release. Since
Why
he
would it
just
matter though?
no, it doesn't, but it just got me thinking like, why now? Why now?
Why what are you talking about? His stake or his sacrifice?
His stake, sorry, his stake.
Yeah, because he sacrificed like day 2 or 3 or whatever there. He's
Mhm.
number 2 right now, isn't he? Number 2 wallet, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if
In
it's
what?
well,
In Pulse Chain? Yeah, I think he's number 2 in Pulse Chain. Yeah.
I think on the stake, like I just think he was getting ready to do that. He was moving. It looked like people were following and doing the blockchain analysis. He was moving funds around. It looked like he was getting ready for it. Somebody called it. What's his name? Hex Machina. Or
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
he mentioned he's like, I can see a big stake coming out from the Godwhale pretty soon. And sure enough, the next day
Oh, wow.
it was just boom, 180 mil locked away.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. That's the thing about the blockchain. You can watch people movements, so you can make educational predictions.
Yep. It's great. It really is. Being able to see everyone's moves and being able to watch all these whales, how they move. It's beneficiary for all of us.
Well, it's just amazing.
Shrimp
It's like
wallets.
it's just like, okay, yeah, you want 100% transparency with 100% anonymity. There you go. You got it.
Yep.
You got it. Because even when like back to the Canada thing briefly with the Bitcoin, like even if somebody did send Bitcoin somewhere, well, that's on the chain now, and that can always be traced. Like all they have to do, it wouldn't be that hard. Let's go, Brando. All they is just keep tracing it to that first address and see where you go or where you cashed out originally. It wouldn't be that hard unless you use Monero. But I haven't even used that before, so I wouldn't know. I don't know enough about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome to have these whales in our community.
Well, that one just gets you jacked up, man. Like I remember when the fake Godwhale came out. You guys remember this?
Yeah,
So we had the real Godwhale, and everyone was like, "Yeah, man, prove it." And then the Godwhale didn't even want to come out. Right?
Yep.
He was saying, "Hey, man, I didn't want to do this." Just
I
like
can't
a
blame
badass.
him. I don't want to come out.
No, why would you? Because it's like you have all these people that believe so much in Hex, and I'm one of them. And here's a guy with like $3 billion worth of Hex or whatever it is,
Chilling.
telling you, like, hey, no, here's my address. Yep, it's me, and I believe this to be a better Bitcoin. I can see it. It's a better store of value than Bitcoin, and that's why I own it. And I can really see it doing this in however amount of time. And it's like, Jesus, man.
I
You
made
can't talk like that.
He said it's going to
I
over
made
$1,000 bucks.
15-year stakes when he dropped that statement. As soon as he dropped that statement, I made 2 15-year stakes. Go ahead.
Yo, all my 15 years, I was watching Quan Gang or Whales, and they just get you so hyped, and you're like, all right, I got to put another G in this 15-year shit. You got me. He's right.
It's yeah. Like I think I didn't want to keep like I've told you guys before, but like with Pulse, I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging and just trying to just stack up those T-shares. Well, it's still right now too because it's still buy one get one free. But
Yeah, it's
I just
amazing.
need going like you should be buying as much as you can now. Well, okay, not financial advice, but I'm going to keep buying it if I can, but I'll be buying a lot more frequently when Pulse is out. Like I'll just have the automatic purchases on whatever exchange I want to use and just send that right to my MetaMask and get swapped for Hex. That's it. It just keep accumulating.
Now, are you gonna wait a little bit when it comes out, like a week, 2 weeks, a month to start accumulating?
You mean for like the cost of Hex, depending on what the price is?
Oh, you're talking about Hex? Okay, I thought you were talking about Pulse Chain as well. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, I meant on like I'm still gonna try and buy as much Hex as I can now before the fork, but once this is all over with, or sorry, once we have Pulse Chain mainnet, I'm going to be like probably weekly trying to buy,
Hex,
just trying to just keep buying Hex because you're going to get $100, you're going to get $99.99 worth of Hex hopefully, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
as opposed to
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna be
okay,
pennies on the dollar to
yeah,
exchange. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
even
you
want to go through and see how much I've spent on gas in the last year and a half, whatever it is. Be crazy.
So are y'all saying that y'all gonna fall off on Ethereum hex and be more heavy on the post hex at least for the first year, or max for the first year?
me personally, yeah. But if the price is lower on Ethereum, I'll just get that one. But if I'm dollar cost averaging in, then I would go with Pulse just because you get more hex. You know.
Okay, so real quick follow up question: post chain drops. It's awesome. It works. It helps the Ethereum fees goes down. Is there a number or percentage of how much the fees will go down for you to go back into the Ethereum hex, or did you not think about that?
I mean, I thought about the price of a swap. So for me, if it was like $20, I'd be cool with it, even though it's a lot of money instead of 5 cents. But
Well, it's
if the
frequency too,
price
right?
is,
How
yeah,
many times are you spending that $20 to swap?
Mhm.
yeah, exactly, yeah, that as well.
Because I have all like we're all, I don't understand when people say they're not going to use Ethereum. Like we're all staked on Ethereum. Like you
Yeah,
can't,
yeah,
it's not
Live
like you
here.
can just yeah, and you can't wrap eHex and stake it on the Pulse chain. It doesn't work like that, right? So you can't
Mhm.
just bail out of your position in ETH, swap it to bridge it over, and like you can sell it and rebuy it, but who knows what the price difference is going to be?
Mhm.
But if there might be people that like maybe like I think these gas fees coming down on Ethereum would be great for because that don't even want it or haven't used Pulse yet. Maybe they're getting into Hex now and they can be using it on the Ethereum blockchain if they're more comfortable with it.
Mhm.
So you still you might get more action there still.
yeah.
But
It's also, I was gonna say, my bad. It's difficult to predict. Like, for example, right now you're saving $20, $30, $50, but now if you stake that hex on Ethereum, what if in the future it's there's less stakers on Ethereum, so your APY is higher on Ethereum than it would be on Pulse chain. So initially you might have saved $20, $100 on a swap, but if you stake that 10 years down the road, you might have made a bigger profit on Ethereum than you would on Pulse chain. It's just really no way to know, really.
But that's when the game theory now jumps in.
Yeah.
How are people going to react to basically these two different markets that you can interact with? We got our post chain, cheaper, faster. I'm predicting it's going to be a crazy amount of people over here, at least for the first 2-3 years. Ethereum, is the main house, but I could see that number dwindling down. I would say maybe it goes down 30% as far as gas prices. If it goes down more than 50% in prices within the first year, I I would personally be surprised. That's like my limit in my head I have of it realistically going. But who knows? It's a whole
Yeah.
world of people doing stuff besides me.
yeah, and we don't even know how many of these how many devs heard about Pulse chain back in March or April and they're like, well, why don't we just stop developing for this and start building on Pulse chain right from then?
Been working on it
Like,
ever since.
yeah, you know what I mean? So like you might have a bunch of people behind the scenes that you don't even know about yet, protocols we don't even know about yet that were being built for Ethereum and could see that it was being wrecked by these gas fees. And now maybe there might be a shit ton of these projects being built for the last 8-9 months to come over to Pulse chain. And Pulse chain could be busier.
And to add to that, there's a lot of like big money type people that Richard Hart even talked about who said they want to get into cryptocurrency, but Ethereum costs too much. There's people who's been accumulating fiat just to wait till post chain drop and play around with the post chain version of the crypto. So got that to think about too. I, I
We just
personally
need
know
this to
one
launch.
person. I know one person who has been waiting for the launch. He didn't do no sacrifice. I told him about the whole sacrifice before it started. He didn't participate in none of that. But he's solely waiting for the main net to drop for him to start interacting with it. So we also got
Wow.
those individuals out there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's weird. Thank you. My birthday was the 6th, so I'm 26 years old.
You're
now.
late.
Everybody, listen. When you're black, you celebrate your birthday all month anyway, so it doesn't even matter. My birthday's all month.
Okay.
My birthday's tomorrow too, and next week.
Well,
We're
happy
gonna have your
birthday.
birthday for you next week for sure.
Thank you.
We'll go and it's Tap's birthday again. It's Tap's birthday month.
Yep. And I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow too.
So what did
Oh man.
your friend there that you were talking about? What were his reasons for not sacking?
So this person is a no corner
Okay.
to begin with.
Right.
He's a hardworking individual who makes good money at his everyday job. He has a decent lifestyle, decent living. He's not worrying about no bills. He's not, he's not check for check.
Right.
So, and he comes from a family that's, what's the word I'm looking for? They hang on to their money real close.
Oh, dragons.
I don't know.
No, I know the term you're
I
looking
didn't know
for.
that was a term for them, but if that's a term, that's the term.
No,
for
I
them.
just mean dragons. They sit on a pot of gold, right? Like they guard the gold, like it's their life, kind of like that.
You know what? Yes, then that
Must be a Canada thing. I never heard that in my life. A dragon?
No,
I like that. I'm gonna use it.
a Canada thing. No, we freeze people's money here. We don't have dragons.
Okay.
But no, he does come a family of dragons, I guess. So that's like he didn't flat out tell me that, but that is his background. So me understanding his background, I didn't question him because I understood where he was at, but he can't say I didn't tell him.
Right.
Because he sees the rate for the post chain. He was freaking asking me about the post chain sacrifice like 2 months after it ended, and I literally showed him what's the rate for it, and he got pissed off at himself. Like, dude, I told you could have at least got in for half this rate, but he waited.
And he's still early.
Yes, sir. Yes
He's
or no.
So
answers.
early.
Yes or no answers here. When the pulse X sack phase expires, okay?
25th.
No, yeah. Well, that's what it says. But is Richard gonna show mercy again, and is it just gonna draw out, or
He is?
So then it's not really ending.
He's too nice. That's the issue. He's a nice guy.
Well, the problem with that though is
I want him to end it, but he's just going to have mercy for all these plebs.
But eventually, these people are going to get pissed and just go, "Hey, man, okay, enough's enough. Start focusing on getting this thing, thing going." Because if and I don't care, like I take as long as you need. I understand, but I'm just coming at it from what people might think. Okay, so this is not how I feel. What I think people might say is, "Hey, man,
we're a bunch of Richard Hart's maxis over here.
Right,
so
right.
We gotta think about it
I sacked June 2021, and that pulse chain sack's still fucking going." And now you got Pulse
it's still
X,
live, yeah.
right? So it's like that, yeah. Now you got Pulse X, and now you have two late entries you got to worry about. When people will want them worrying about that. One of his things to do still is total all the Pulse sacrifices. Well, no wonder. Like the thing's been open for 3 years. You know what I mean, right? People keep
it makes.
Well, one thing with that, what if he sees how hard or how much work they have to put in to actually total that up? So he might change his mind and not allow the late sacrificers. But also, he's giving them money, man. He's not going to give them money. He likes money.
I just think for what to Tap's point there is, he is too nice, and for all the people that think of how hard he works to shake this scammer thing, right? And it's coming off. He's shedding that skin, which is amazing. But all it's going to take is one guy, when that sack face ends, to say, "Hey, man, I sold my car to sack for Pulse X," and he sacked.
I sold my mom's house.
And then and then he's going to go, "Yeah, I sacked this, and now Richard's not giving me my money back. I sent it to this address, and I'm not getting rewarded." It's like someone's just gonna. I just have a feeling someone's gonna do some shit like that because he's helping guys out that sent money to exchanges or some shit.
He's trying to, but we'll see what they can do.
Must be exhausting being him sometimes, man.
Yeah.
All the people coming in, like, God, must be tough.
Can you imagine when
all
they
the
don't
women
speak English?
Must be tough.
Dude, Dan, that tweet you had last week with the two Danish girls, Hex on 2 chains.
Well, I
That was
got it over
perfect,
here
man.
somewhere.
Yeah, pull that up.
Let me see if I can add it.
So, in a perfect world, I would like for when the sack face ends, it ends and that's it. And he also ends post chain sack thing, so he can be like, tell everybody, all right, it's done, it's over with. We're going to lock down. We're going to figure out these numbers and we're going to release it. I would like for that. But I know in reality, he's a nice dude. There's probably a whole bunch of other game theory stuff he's thinking about that we're not even coming across our mind. That he probably will let this keep riding. And I would not be surprised if this thing does not drop until July, maybe even August.
I hope not.
Yeah. Did you guys hear?
I hope so personally, so I can keep accumulating before I get this copy. That's my personal strategy. I'm accumulating as much as I can before the strategy, and I'm praying this takes as long as it takes because I don't have a lot of money to begin with.
Would you?
Go
Well,
ahead.
this is a stupid question, but would you prefer accumulation for like 2-3 months or one big dump for a week, down to like 10 cents, and then we launch sooner?
Okay, hold up. So Hex right now can dump to 10 cents and it drops on that price range, or I keep accumulating for the next 2 to 3 months,
Yeah.
right?
Who would you prefer?
I gotta think. Hold up.
It's a weird one, right? Because
That's a
you
good
think
one.
you'd think you'd want like, oh shit, man, 10-cent hex for sure. I'm getting in that for show. So, but you also want time to accumulate, get all that fiat. So,
But like with the strategy I had, like I'm happy with what I have now, but I always want more. And I know once
there it
post
is.
chain drops, I'm just gonna. Oh yeah,
I met those two in London.
Did you know?
Yeah,
they're like
And
very awesome people.
they're really nice. Met them at the club. They
yeah,
showed up
they
later
look
at the club
there.
with
They
Richard.
seem
Then.
very nice. Yeah.
That's what's up. I love how Richard's smiling in the background.
Well, how can you not? He wasn't. He
Yeah.
like. It's funny. He wasn't kidding when he said, "No, I don't want to. I don't want a Lamborghini without 4 seats in it. Like I have girls to put
He
in the
got
back."
he gotta get rooms in the back for the girls, man. I felt
Yeah.
that. Listen,
Yeah.
the day he dropped that stream, I made a 10-year stake. I feel you, Richard. 10 years. Let's go.
Okay, Tap. What's your answer for that for the dump? Because think about like the mindset of people.
Drop to 10 cents and release post chain.
Yeah, like say it was you would choose that, drop to 10 and release Pulse.
Yup. If it drops to 10 cents tomorrow and post chain release like next week, I'm not thinking about post X sack phase. I'm just doing it in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it would have dropped tomorrow and post chain drops in a week or less, yeah. Yep, do that. Yep.
Yeah, I think I want the cheap hex too. What about you, Dan?
I don't have any more money. I just sold my car and bought the hex. So.
For 2 to 3 months, you can't give some more money for 2 to 3
Bro.
months? I'm
Bro,
asking.
I was gonna buy fiat with it. I was gonna buy USDC and get the free copy, right? And then I was drinking, and Richard had that one tweet saying like, "This is the bottom. What do you think happens from here?" Pretty much. And then I just ended up just buying hex, the whole car, one shot, one buy.
You already all in. You got no more powder. You can't get no more powder. You get done.
I mean, in 3 months, yeah, maybe. How much money can I get? I don't know, a couple grand, save up.
A couple grand is a couple grand.
Yeah.
Look at 500. Look at a grand turned into 2 years ago with hex.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, 1 year.
And we're only what, like at 5-6x away from $1? What is it? What are we at right now? Around 20 cents.
5x. What 20 cents? Nice 5x.
Yeah, 5x.
Light work.
5x. Yeah. That ain't a lot, man. Not for hex.
I hope I can buy 5 cars, you know.
You don't need 5 cars.
Well, 10, man, because I'll get the copy on the other side too. So,
so yeah, you get the Ethereum hex cards and the P hex cards.
What else do we have on the old docket there? We had some other stuff we wanted to talk about.
Well, I wanted to talk about actually the PulseX
Staking.
So I was thinking about. Oh yeah. So did you hear one thing I
Oh,
wanted to mention? Did you hear the staking? Right. So then Hex
yes.
Orca said after you stake, you get this new coin that we don't know the name of. He
Incentive
came up with
coin.
a thing, yeah, and then he came up with a thing where what if the incentive coin was had some value to it, like where you could stake it, and it would be like you could delegate it to like the delegators in Pulse Chain. He had a whole stream about it. It was pretty confusing, but pretty much bringing more value to this other coin, which would in turn cause more time to program for the devs. But yeah, it made sense to have this I guess other coin, this fifth coin, uh, have some
To
feature
keep
to it where
coming.
you could stake it. It made sense to me, but
Dude, it's all
So
gonna be staked. Everything.
I was about to say, is everything just going to be able to be staked or?
Well,
well,
like this is.
this
Sorry, go ahead.
incentive coin, they're just gonna. It pretty much sounds like you're just gonna get this incentive coin if you delegate, right, to if you actually provide liquidity, you'll get this incentive coin. So if there's no value to that coin other than you get the coin and people are just going to sell it because right, they'll have their PulseX staked and then you get this other coin, you're going to sell that coin before you sell your PulseX because you could stake that and earn.
Which I
Yeah, the
don't
On
think
it.
is a
incentive
bad
token.
thing. Like I heard some people say, "Oh, people just going to sell their Post X incentive token." Good, sell that instead of all the other good stuff. Or even though I'm pretty sure there's other incentive token that's been created that's mostly get sold, they still do decent. Like they still go up.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cake has one too, so the price doesn't really go down that much either. People still make money with that,
Yeah, it's like every
with the
the staking
incentive
function's
token.
coming to everything. Every coin that's coming out in this ecosystem is going to be staked.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It would definitely be interesting. But that makes PulseX so much better now.
Well, what does that do
'Cause
for your
no one's
strategy now, Dan? Because with that
I was about to
swap,
ask y'all. I was going to ask you.
turn
Did
my
that
strategy
switch up that
upside down.
yeah,
strategy?
For
did it?
sure. I can't like right. So we talked about it on a previous show for whoever's gonna be watching. But I
You got to send me the links to this stuff so I can tweet
I
it beforehand.
okay, I will. But pretty much I sacrificed, let's say I have a bag 100%, right? I probably got 92% in PulseX and 8% in Pulse Chain.
Okay.
So my strategy was to bring that closer to 50-50, but now I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just dollar cost average only into Pulse Chain and maybe do like a 10%, 5% swap sometime in the first few weeks and then just dollar cost average into Pulse Chain.
Are you delegating any posts?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So I'm gonna delegate that all of it, whatever I got, and I'm gonna stake all the Pulse X, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man.
You know what's crazy
But
about this, the delegating part, is I'm all for delegating my pulse, but we got to make sure we realize we're still getting a good deal delegating. Like it's nothing compared to Hex, right? And some
yeah,
of the returns you get with liquidity providing, but just from a safe point of view, like providing liquidity to oh, my dog's in the way. A validator, it's like around 4%, I think you'd be getting. I think it averages between 2 and 4% APY. But
well, are you
Which is
sure?
still
Because I
better
don't.
than like any banking system. Let's just put that into perspective as well. But as far as like other cryptos and especially Hex, it doesn't even compare. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
Well, are we sure it's 4%? I heard maybe it could be 8, depending on because
it'll depend on the validator too,
the
right?
validator has that option to. They
Yes,
might
yes, you're
even
right.
choose to lose money for 6 months and be able to just get all these people to delegate to them.
Well, because that's a horse of a different color then. If it's going up to 8, but I just mean still like the APY you could still get like 4% is still not horrible. I mean, it's nothing compared to what we're getting everywhere else. If you sacked early and you're getting a couple million coins or whatever, it could be a really nice another. It's just another piece of passive income, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you put $1,000 in it, you got 10,000 coins. So now you have what, 10 million coins, right?
10,
From a
10
grand,
million for a grand.
10 million, yeah, for $1,000, right?
Yeah.
So then 4% of that, I think, is like 4,000.
Be
Yeah,
40, wouldn't it?
no, 40. Yeah, 40,000. So
Yeah.
you're getting 40,000 pulse every year, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And
What if
then
it's hits $1?
yeah, yeah, and why? I mean, bro, it's gonna in 5 to 10 years, it's gonna be $1. There's no way it won't.
If
Well,
it's only $1 in
I hope
five
you're right.
years, I'm gonna be upset.
Really? You're gonna be if it's $1.
In
I'll take
That's
1
5
that.
cent,
years,
man. I'll take 1
5
cent.
years.
Yeah, I'll be happy as hell. 10,000x, I'll take it.
Oh, is that what it is? A 10,000x in 5 years?
Yeah,
From
if it hits $1, it's a 10,000x. Yeah.
I feel like it should be at least. Honestly, maybe I'm way too bullish. I'm thinking at least like $15 in 5 years because it's a newer, better Ethereum, and it's going to prove itself. Like, yes, we have to be in reality, but the technology behind it is crazy. And once everybody is going to be able to use it,
Everybody's going to be use it day one. Day it comes out. Everyone's going to
yes.
be able to use it.
Okay, but maybe I'm just being too bullish. Maybe it's just me.
I agree. I mean, it could definitely do that. I'm just trying to, not financial advice, just trying to say something small that I think
I'm
it
gonna
could
drop out
happen.
strong. I have no financial advice, just hope and dreams.
I really believe in 5 years, there's like a 95% chance that it'll be $1. That's what I believe. So
Is that like you think that's like the high after 5 years is be around $1? Or a conservative number?
What's the number that you tell
it's a
yourself before you
conservative
go to
number.
sleep?
If I had to bet, I would say I would follow what Richard Hart said, 10,000x within 2 years. It was designed to do that. If I had to bet, I'm thinking there's over a 60% chance it could do that, or a 55% chance.
That's scary to think about.
But
Man.
I'm thinking about the background, man, in 2 years. Shit. Gonna be an island so
Like,
oh man,
in 2 years, and that's only post. We ain't even talk about Hex.
two
Both
sides of Hex.
Hexes,
Oh
both
yeah, and Hex is
T-shirts.
still. Yeah, Hex is going to continue to do its thing.
it's
What is?
bro.
What is? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, think of the like in school. I think they call it economies of scale, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now all these people that are gonna get into Pulse Chain and PulseX, and then all the new projects that are gonna be built on top of those.
Good or
Um,
bad.
good or bad, but people will invest into Pulse Chain. I believe that if you have a project in Pulse Chain, if you're a dev, right, you'll put some money in there, and then you see that project do well, you see PulseX do well over time, you're going to be more inclined to look into Hex.
You're gonna have to.
So
Yeah, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you'll have to for sure.
so just those eyes of just new eyes just from these two projects, the ecosystem's just gonna blossom even more than it already is.
Yeah, and I wonder how many people haven't bought Hex yet, sacked for Pulse and PulseX, and maybe take profits into Hex on Pulse if they haven't
Well,
bought
look at
yet.
this. I was looking at some stats today. I was showing Tap earlier. I think this is the one.
Go to
No,
the
that's the
graphs.
Hex. Yeah. So this is traffic for pulsechain.com the last 3 months. And you can see it's just going up. In last month, in December, this is
We
December,
doubled.
right?
Doubled.
Yeah. Yeah. And it did
That's a hold on.
888K.
That's a more of a 3x from October to December. Right?
About that. It's under 3x. I mean, the 3x is almost 1 million, but it's
All right, excuse me.
2.5 to yeah.
That doesn't even have
Yeah,
February and January numbers though. So
no, that's all I could grab.
no, I
And then
know, but I'm just saying that for perspective.
yeah, and this is hex.com. So it's pretty much in December it did just as much traffic as hex.com, pulsechain.com.
I wonder if there was a dip in November
crazy.
because the price went down in November.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we're out of this sideways action, man. It's gonna be so nice. Nice big pump.
Yeah, I'll be happy because I know I did everything I could do. So, yeah.
Honestly, and that's a shout out to every other Hexican watching this. If you a shrimp, you a crab, you a shell, do what you can. We
Plankton.
understand this is going to do crazy numbers. We all know we want as much hex, as much shares as we can possibly can. You still have your own life. You still have your own responsibilities. Take care of that first. And whatever money you put into hex, be happy you are into hex. It's like 2% of the world who knows about cryptocurrency. 0.5% of that 2% know about hex. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we're early, man.
You're
We're gonna have to
perfectly
grab
fine.
that. We're gonna have to grab that quote and tweet that out.
Okay. Okay.
Knowledge from Tap. We need to like that could be another segment, like tapping. What should we call it? Tap dancing.
Tap
when,
it
you
for
just,
knowledge.
when you just drop and you're spitting fire like that, you drop knowledge. You're right though, man. You're gonna be okay, and especially with hex, it's just good habits, man. Like it's this is how money or not money, sorry, but investing should work. You know, you're in it for the
Yeah.
long haul. You're getting a return.
Even
You're
if you have a small 2 year stake, if that's all you was comfortable with doing, you're gonna be so happy within 2 years, man. Woman, person,
yeah,
object,
anyone.
whatever people want to call themselves.
Oh yeah. And then just once pulse comes, if you want, well, you don't wait if you don't have to, but if you are going to wait, it's going to be a lot easier.
If you got $5, you can put $5 in the post. You're
Yeah.
gonna be able to do that.
Yep.
If you
Put
just
more,
if you
guys,
just
not $5.
if you just took care of grandma's groceries, put in the house, she slides you a 20, you could put that 20 in your account and then use that 20 to get post chain, post X, hex, and stake it all for $20 or less.
Dude, we're staking everything. Crazy. Everything's staked. Like it's. I go over with my buddies all the time because I got them all into these sack phases, and it's like when they announced last week or when Richard tweeted, "Hey, we might bring the staking function." I was like, Jesus, like that's so you got hex, you got ehex, hex on pulse, right? You'll probably be staking with your pulse. You'll probably be staking your pulse X. You might end up staking that governance token. If you sack for these other projects, liquid loans, you're going to stake that loan token.
The
Hedron,
Hedron too, yeah.
Hedron, you can essentially just let it monitor your stake and mint free Hedron out of thin air. You got what's that pulse? We gotta get a link for people for the free pulse too. Freepulse.io, I think it is. Like you literally go every day, $200 giveaway of pulse every day in perpetuity. So that's about 6 coins earning you yield.
Long
Right?
story short, what Morgan is saying is that in cryptocurrency, there is a such thing as free money. They give it out pretty often, and it's kind of scary.
That's one of my weird theories I have about all this. It's like what if you teach all these people how these or how do I word this? It's almost like all these people are learning to invest properly, not properly, but in methods that have proven true over time, right? Like the longer you're in the time in the market beats timing the market. And if you have these golden geese all over the place, like you're like Pulse X and Pulse Chain and Hex on 2 chains that are providing you yield, no one's ever going to sell their principal.
Yep.
With all
What
this stuff.
principle?
What's that?
What principle? He
principle?
said.
But you know what I mean, right? Like if you got 6
5 golden geeses, and each of those 5 geeses are there in their own community. You got 5 geeses in Hex. You got 5 geeses in Pulse. You got 5 geeses in Pulse X. And now you got a whole bunch of incentive token, whatever that thing does. You could just choose one of those economy of geeses and just decide, okay, let me skim a little bit over here so I can go on vacation. Let me skim a little bit over here so I can pay some bills. Like what? Like Richard's giving us too much damn money,
Yeah.
and
but this is
I think he wants us to take over the world low key because he
But
wants
He
to.
does,
He
yeah.
wants us to be so.
But this is what I mean with this passive income stuff with all of your stakes and getting yield from everywhere. Is it by design? Is it be like, okay,
He has said that he wants to make the world a better place, and he believes by doing that, you have to enrich people financially. You have to make them financially free so they can focus on their passion and making people want to do what they want to do, and that's be good people and help their fellow man. This is a very charitable community. There's a lot of evidence of that very recently. Just recently, there was a John guy who had some issues going on with his family, his kids.
John May, I believe.
Emergency live stream out of the blue.
they got 15 grand or whatever. 30. What was
The goal was $1,500, y'all. The goal was $1,500.
Yeah, last I heard, it was like a week after they had raised 10,000.
They got the 15 grand within 20 minutes. It took them less than 20 minutes to get 15 grand.
1,500.
1,500. Excuse me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I heard his wife was crying at the grocery store. You know, he was so thankful and everything.
Whole bunch of beautiful, emotional stuff. There's a Discord syndicate. He had a nice morning show where he talked about it. He got pretty emotional. That was very heavy. And even the emergency live stream, y'all want to catch that 1.5x speed. It was an emotional, beautiful thing. And I was at the freaking drive-thru when that was happening. I was watching it.
Crying in your French fries.
Into my milkshake, to be honest.
I'm gonna see if this works here. Hang on. I think I got my webcam on here. No, see?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, you saw me?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you bugger. What? Me? You see me, guys? Yeah, okay. So it's gotta be on your end, Dan. It has to be.
He saw something. Like, what he see?
Oh, allow camera. There it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, all these golden geeses, y'all, like, what do y'all think is like the first 3 major things y'all would like to accomplish in life? 5 years from now, you got all these golden geeses producing for y'all. Name 3 things y'all feel like y'all gonna want to do? It could be community driven, it could be selfish, it could be I want to get cocaine and hookers. I don't know.
Okay, we went there. Dan, you go first.
All right. Well, first I want to retire and not have to work. It's something I mean, sometimes you enjoy it, but most of the time you don't, and you just want to do whatever you want to do with your life. I want to help people.
Just to clarify, you want to retire from your 9 to 5, but you want to work
from my 9 to 5. Yeah, of course. I would.
Okay.
I want to stay busy and figure out what to do next. A goal down the road for me was so in my city in Romania and in a lot of cities in Romania, they have gambling houses all over the place, and like the government allowed that to happen, and it's just taking all this money from people that have no money to give. So it's just really bad. And on top, they take a 5% cut on top of whatever odds. So it's even more of a scheme. Damn. So I would like to go donate, get involved with government, and just hopefully take some of those gambling houses out and replace them with something constructive, like a business where they teach you Excel, or they teach you about crypto, or they teach you about how money works, or how to build a website, or things that people can use on a day-to-day life that they can get a job. That would be a cool thing if I could do that. And other than that, I just want to travel. I want to see the world.
Name 2 places you want to go.
I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Thailand.
Cool.
I mean, I want to go everywhere.
I want to go to Colombia. I just wanted 2 that pop out of your mind.
Yeah, my biggest destinations I want to go is I want to go to Egypt. I'd love to see Egypt. Okay. I'd love to go on a safari. Love to go to Africa. The old lady's obsessed with animals, so we'd love to do that.
Where in Africa, do you know?
I don't know where they went. Maybe Kenya? I'm not sure where they went.
Okay. I was just curious. Go ahead.
I know you can smoke weed in Morocco, so I would want to go there.
I'll go there then.
5 years. You'll be able to smoke weed everywhere in 5 years. Come on.
Yeah. I hope so, man. This thing is just this weed stuff's getting old with the especially in the US. I can't believe you guys don't have it legalized there yet. It's legal here.
Well, in Florida, it's not that bad. You can get a card. I don't have one, but you can get one.
PA, you can get a car too, but the cops are still kind of dicks about it. And I'm PA, but they keep talking about it, and we do have dispensaries out here now, but you do need to have a card. But if they need to make it all the way recreational, it's way too much money they can make on their end. But we're getting besides the point. Morgan, keep going on.
For the if we retired or whatever, the three things I'd want to do, like I want a piece of property for sure. Something in the woods, 6, 7, 8 acres in the woods. No neighbors, quiet, animals. Look after animals. Get some horses. We used to have a farm when I was a kid. Nothing crazy, but like a couple horses and donkeys and stuff like that. And just to be out in the woods, away from everybody else, you can get away from it all. It's quiet. And then it'd be amazing to pay off like schooling for all my family and their kids, nieces and nephews and all that. Give back, set up some funds or scholarships at my old high school or something like that to try and give back. Probably give a lot of money to animals, a lot of money to animal charities, things like that. I don't know. I don't want much, man. Like I'm pretty close to Dan. Like it's funny, right? You don't need. I don't think you need that much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends how you grew up, man, and what kind of mindset you have.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Like it depends on how you grew up. I just think
I would love to get like a car, a fast Ferrari, but like I would get tired of it, so I would just like to lease one for a year or something stupid, a Mustang or something dumb. But
I'm about to say, do you really want a Ferrari, or is that just a thing people say? Like, if you really had the money to get whatever car you wanted, would you get a Ferrari?
I would get it for a few months, yeah, just so I could. It's just I always wanted one for some reason.
Like a bucket
or
list.
Not wanted one, but you just thought like, oh, that'd be cool.
You want to drive in it for a bit.
Yeah. See how it feels,
that.
But you get tired of it, just like anything else. So
I feel that.
Yeah, be cool. Go to Estonia, get a white one like Richard.
He still has it too. I thought he was giving that back.
Yeah.
I guess he still has it.
He said he was going to. I guess he's waiting. I don't know.
The girls love it, so why would he get rid of it?
True. What about you, Tap? What's your big three, Tap?
My big three, I want to spend a year traveling the world, going to different concerts. I want to do that since I was 18. I don't know why that's specific, but that's always been like a dream of mine. Spend a whole year.
You said?
Yes, spend a whole year traveling the world. I'm at some different country for a solid week, couple weeks, a month. At some point, I'm going to at least 1 or 2 shows while I'm over there. I can know the artist. I don't know the artist. I don't care. I'm just going out there to vibe and party out to music. So that's 1. 2, I want to get a community center started in Philly to teach like these inner city Philly kids about crypto and shit. And I do have some people in certain locations I can get some linked up to, but as of now, I just need the resources and I just gotta wait for some access to help me out.
Dude, it's so funny you mentioned that with helping out kids and educating with crypto, because I actually thought about something similar to that, where it was like, okay, if you had, let's say when Pulse is at $1 or whatever, $5, and we have
you got a crazy amount of money,
insane amount of money. Okay, my one thought was, what if you went to a school or something and you were incentivized people to delay gratification by saying, okay, every time you'd have to figure out who you do it with, but you could say, okay, you're going to get X amount of hex for every year you graduate with grades over this, right? And you can take the money at the end of that year, or if you wait an additional year, you get double the money. So trying to teach kids earlier on, like the one thing I think where the educational system fails is basically basic finance, and how money actually works.
Agreed.
Because people don't even know. There's still people out here running around that don't know what inflation is. Like I've gotten into Twitter fights with people where I ask, well, where's the money coming from to pay for this or that? And they say, well, I don't know if you noticed, but we're allowed to print money now. It's a thing we can do.
I had to explain to some older family members back in the summertime what stocks are. Stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People are
man.
not educated, and that's from like they was in the 70s and the 80s. Ain't nobody teaching no kids from the city of Philadelphia nothing about no finances in the 70s and the 80s. They ain't
No.
got no exposure to this stuff. It was a close knit type of community. You had to have that type of knowledge. Now we have the ability to spread knowledge everywhere. I feel like we should give people opportunity to learn such knowledge. We just need to have a center base that everybody can come together and at least volunteer to obtain some knowledge. But that is the thing that I want to do. That's the thing I deeply want to do. Because these kids are smart. These kids are very smart.
Yeah.
They can they can figure this
People
shit
see
out
direction,
better
man.
than
It's just,
us.
it's basic stuff that no one knows about. Like the whole world seems like it's not even paying attention to this stuff like this because of all the social issues we got going on in COVID. And it's like this really sets people back if you don't know how to be smart with your money, right? Or you're
Yeah,
getting diluted. You're not making what was your inflation rate there in the US? 7%, something like that?
7%.
7.5.
Yeah.
Right. So you ain't making
Highest
that
has been
7% a
in
year. You're coming
in
up
40
behind.
years.
Yeah. And you're getting diluted. It's a second tax. It's an invisible tax that you didn't vote for, but you're getting it anyways. Is that fair? No. That's why they're scared. Scared as all hell of cryptocurrency.
For all the people who have jobs who say, "Oh, but I get a raise." If
Yeah,
your raise is not
10%.
over 7.5%, if your raise ain't over 10%, you're losing.
Yeah.
I'm losing at my 9 to 5.
Yep.
I'm winning with
Yep.
Hex. I'm
And
Yep.
slam dunking it with
this is
Hex.
the way out, man.
Dunking it.
I
My
slam
man,
dunking
from
it,
the
got
free
my
throw
gloves
line.
out in their face.
From the free throw line.
One hand out. MJ.
MJ. Speaking of
But
slam
then
dunking, pull up that let's look at the rock. Pull up my meme there. I saw you had it in the intro if you got it. The fork me like Ethereum.
I thought
Okay,
that
hold
intro
up. I
that the
got it.
rock. Oh, y'all talking about the. I thought, man, I thought I was talking about the rock when he did the intro at the halftime show.
Oh, the
Oh my
one
lord!
the hex.com diamond.
Yes, yes, yes.
That
Give
thing
me a
blew
minute.
up.
I'm trying to find it.
My coworkers asked me about that, honestly, because they saw that on the National Geographic News and Fox News. They saw that someone bought that diamond, and they said, "Yo, who's that guy who bought the diamond? I thought he was. I thought he was a. I heard he was a crypto guy." I explained to him that's the crypto guy. Get it right,
Richard Hard the God.
Richard
Leave
motherfucking
bodies
Hart.
everywhere.
Here she
I
is.
gave him the card and everything.
There she is. Look at that beaut. Dude, look at the shading I put on the rock at the bottom.
I
It's
was
perfect.
looking at it. I was actually thinking, like, how you do this? You got to teach me.
I'll teach you, man. Fuck right. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to have the old Hex logo there months ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
once I
actually
saw what's that?
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, yeah, and then once I saw that rock, I was like, okay, this is time. It's time to revisit this. We got and that rock that's on there now, the hexagon or the hex logo. And it's just
Uh-huh.
perfect, man. Fork me like Ethereum.
How much did
It is,
Richard
it's
pay for
great.
that diamond again?
4.5 mil, I think.
$4.28 million.
Now, isn't it worth like 6 million? I read that somewhere. Am I wrong?
No,
No,
like it's worth
I think they
$4.3 million.
expected it. Yeah, I
No,
think
but
they were
like originally, like its real value was 6 million, but it was auctioned at that price. And plus,
Yeah.
because he paid in crypto, then from what I understand, he also got a deal. Did y'all hear that too or no?
got a deal because it was paid in crypto, but I didn't hear any of that. The only thing I heard was it was gonna go for around 8 or 9 million, and he got it at that. That's all I really
Oh
know.
wow, damn. Okay,
Yeah, but I know he paid for it with crypto.
right.
Yeah.
So, a fun fact: it was listed as the largest cut diamond in the world in 2006 Guinness Book of World Records.
Nice.
Yep.
Now the Hex.com diamond.
Yep.
Yeah. How genius is that?
I mean, it's great marketing everywhere, and it doesn't. I don't think that thing's gonna lose value, So it's like
That's
free marketing. It's just crazy good.
that's cheap marketing
And
too.
and then he
Like,
called it Hex.com right away, so all the articles
Yep.
would put that in there. It's just
They have to. Yeah.
Yep.
What are they gonna call it? That diamond that somebody happened to buy last
That's
week.
what he called it. That's his
Yeah.
diamond. He can call it what he wants.
rebranded right away. I mean, he's just playing chess, just high
He,
level chess.
he playing 7D chess. I don't know what type of level he on.
Yep. But yeah, it's great. I mean, we're in everything, and all these we're in Hextona, baby. Come on, let's go. I mean, it's just so much marketing everywhere. It's
When
great.
they
It
did
really
it,
is.
they
I
did
mean,
the live like backup of the actual car like in person. Yo, that car looks sick. If y'all get a chance, go on Twitter, try to look up the video when they do the backup shot of it. It looks sick.
it's JJ, baby. He's flying. He's flying.
I'm honestly thinking of once I get my few X's, I'm gonna get an old Cadillac car and just wrap it in that wrap right there.
You gonna wrap it? You said, Tap.
Yup, I'm gonna wrap it in that design right there.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
Oh, that's the third thing. I want to get a whole bunch of classic cars, muscle cars, the old Cadillacs, the Monte Carlos, man, the Buicks. I want to have like a lot of just like a whole front lawn full of like 20 of them.
Rick
Easy.
Ross style. I was watching MTV Crib. The buddy had like 40 cars parked outside. Like,
Rick
I'm
Ross
gonna
did?
have at least half.
man, I like the old cars too. Actually, I would like
Yeah,
to own
and
one
just
one
trick
day.
and just take care of them, beautify them, get them modeled out. Man, we gonna listen. You gonna it's gonna be like 4 different Hex Monte Carlos out there.
One for
But
every day of the week.
every day of the week. But not as a kid, I've always been fascinated by like the classic cars and stuff like that. Even in Philadelphia, we have an auto show here every year where like
Hmm.
at this main convention center, they bring a whole bunch of cars and they got a section where they got the classic cars from like the 50s and all that type of stuff. And they have um like the street cars down below, like the dub edition with all the crazy lights and the nitro and all that stuff. But the
Okay.
classic cars and when they trick them and all that, that's always been beautiful to me. And I'm really not a car person. I'm not a car person at all. But just the visual of it has always just astounded me, to say the least.
Yeah, same. I always like the old school cars as well.
So
They're
whenever
cool.
y'all come visit me, just know y'all going to drop by like
Okay.
15 different cars. I might
We'll
have
be
2 or
riding
3 in
in
the shop.
style. Uh-oh. We got two Hexters. We got Hexter Morgan and Hexter Morgan. So good you gotta name it twice.
I can't hear him. Can you say something?
I think
Oh,
it's Tom
okay.
Gillespie. Oh, it's Tom Gillespie. It's not Hexter.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Good evening, Tom. Good evening.
Okay, so that worked on Safari. Damn
So
it!
it's your
I wanted you
fault.
guys to see my setup. It was all set up before nicely.
It's all good.
I'm about to
It's
say,
all
what
good.
is this? I'm about to say, I was told a whole setup. I'm seeing he got a he get chair from the living room.
I'm decorating, man. It's gonna look so good when it's done. Trust me.
Okay.
You'll love it.
Nah, you
You're
look
all
like
gonna
a
love it.
boss in that stream with Hexy Bastard. I love it. And
Yeah,
you had
man.
the leg up like that on
Oh, for
purpose too. Did your leg
sure.
get tired? I was thinking like this
No.
man had his leg up for 3
I
hours
can't do
straight.
the other. I can't do the other one.
I'm surprised you keep your leg up for 3 hours. My
Yeah.
legs start to fall asleep.
Staking and chilling, baby. Staking and chilling. Okay, let me see if I can move you guys over here.
Shit, that was me tonight.
That's weird. So
That steak was so fucking good, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna stop.
okay, let me move this over.
Which
Okay, so I
one?
guess
The
it's on my end, Dan. I'll probably have to
94
update
million or the
something.
steak you had for dinner?
The steak I had for dinner.
Oh, okay.
I was having
Yeah,
steak,
that's.
and I was telling my mom about steaks.
How can you not
Oh,
love that steak?
and I did break down to my mom how I made a steak for all of them. I have steaks set up for each of my family members.
That's cool. That's dope. They don't know what they hold, but maybe
At all.
one day.
At all. I tried to
Time,
explain
boy.
it
It's
to
all
my
about the
mom,
time.
and she literally just said, "Okay." I'm like, all right, okay.
Thank you. That's cool.
Whatever, mom. Okay, love you.
I'm gonna do a
It's
lot
all
more.
good.
I'm gonna try and start building a lot more longer ones too. On when I can keep accumulating.
So what I did is everyone that gave me cash for Christmas, I just put it in the PulseX for them, and I'm gonna pay it forward in a few years. So it's pretty. PulseX.com. PulseX is the best sex.
Goes up 5% every day as far as rate. I think it's
Yeah,
at
don't
$6
wait. Don't wait.
per 2,000 points.
Yeah, it's gonna so much money, man. Oh my goodness gracious.
I got my girlfriend to sack late. It was like $2.14 per 10,000. It's now at $6.
I'm
Her
surprised you
rate
wouldn't
is
just sack for her and then be like, okay,
Yeah.
no,
I
because
day one.
no, listen, because I have her own account set up. I told her what it is. I explained to her what it is. She kind of grasped it, and she don't want. I have to explain certain moves before I can execute them for
Right.
her stuff, for her particular little account I made for her. So I wanted to. I really wanted to. I was about to say F and just do it, but I ain't want to get no lips. So I was like, you know what? Delayed gratification.
yeah, I
Tap
told all my
Tap wants to keep
friends.
tapping. If Tap's gonna keep tapping, he can't. Tap's got to tap. Like, let's.
Can't jeopardize that.
No, we're not jeopardizing
If
at all. No,
Tap ain't tapping, this ain't gonna work out.
it's a problem, man. You talking about wrecked? You talking about wrecked? Come on now.
Tap for life. That's where we got the name.
Y'all want to know where I got the name Tap from? Let me.
Oh, we know now. Where?
So I'm actually, I'm actually a poet. I've been a poet since I was a freaking kid. I've done poetry slams, little concerts, the whole sabam, and I made my stage name Tap. Tap is a acronym for my personalities. T stands for Tony. That'll be my bad side. A stands for Anthony. That's my normal side. P, this was my baby name. Prep yourselves. P stands for Pootie. That's my good side. Podeei. Tap.
Okay.
Pootie.
Pootie Tang. Pootie. What is it? Pooti?
Podei.
Oh, Pod.
Podi.
That's an
So
interesting
Tony
name.
Anthony Pody?
That was my baby name.
Tony Anthony Pody?
Pootie. It's Pootie.
Pootie. Tony Anthony Pootie. Okay.
Yes.
I like tight ass poet.
Well, you should do a poem for the
Tap.
show. I think it would be super.
Of all the acronyms, I never honestly thought of that, and that's such a cool acronym I could have used.
There you go, man. I'm quick on my
As
feet too.
poet.
Tight ass poet.
If we get 14 years of being a poet, I've never thought of that. Wow. It says a lot about my skills.
Poet. I love that name, poet too. That's you guys ever watch Oz? The show Oz? You ever watch that show?
No. Mm-mm.
It was like one of the second dark HBO shows after The Wire, and it takes place in prison. and one of the characters on
Okay.
there was called Poet, and he was just had an amazing poetry. He's a good actor. I can't remember his name, but reminded me of that when you said the poet.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
guys
check
ever
him.
watch this show?
Dude, I'm working
I
on
was
that
trying
right
to catch
now.
the recap. I was trying to catch the
I'm
recap. I
working
missed
on
the
that
whole
right now.
season.
Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk. No drama here. Drama free, right?
No, but we can talk about my work in progress on it. Because you said your rookie version. I'm like, that looks pretty good. That's it's still funny. You were quick on the draw there, man. You got to that one fast.
Yeah, work was
That
not
tweet
so
blew
busy.
up too. A lot of people were laughing at that tweet. That's what it felt like though. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you just have days and it's like, what the fuck are we talking about now? Like, come on, really? Really?
I mean, Freddy Coach just goes
That's
in
why
on
I was
people.
happy.
Just like, what is going
That's
on?
one. I was happy I backed out of crypto when I did. It was like a day before all that went off too. I guess some of the universe was talking to me.
Yeah.
I just saw people starting to beef again. I'm like, oh man, all right, pump. We need it. We need a pump. We've been sideways for too long. People get into
Yeah.
it.
What's it? What was our doubling? Is it 60 days or
What happened to that
we gotta be
narrative,
getting
man?
close to that to some point where it's like
That was the average. That was the average.
That was the average.
sure, yeah, you're
I
right.
love that narrative. When I first got in, that's all every streamer is saying that. Oh, 60 days. Oh, I gotta get it now.
It's day
6 months.
The price is gonna double tomorrow. Get it now.
You know what? I
Price is gonna double.
remember when all that was going on. It low key pissed me off because I knew deep down it's not finna be no 60 days now. Watch it be 600 now because everybody's saying this. So I guess
Everyone was saying the longest we went without a new all-time high at 6 months, and I think we're getting close to that now.
we're
It's like
we're
right
hitting
when I
like
buy.
5.5 months.
Yes, but
Yeah.
we were still up huge from last year. Right?
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
We're still
yeah.
overperforming.
Compared to everybody.
I don't care if
I
our
mean-
floors are. I don't care if we go big pump and then we consolidate or we come back down and if our
Come down
floors
like
are like 10 cents above every time, so our previous floor was 10 cents. Now it looks like our new bottom's 20, and if our next one's 30, I don't care. Nice and
Of
slow
course.
all the way
Yeah.
up.
shoot, when the last time we hit 30 cents?
I'm just gonna try swapping my camera here. Hang on.
December 25th or 29th, actually. I think we were at 30 cents.
That was the last time we was at 30.
Yeah, right when the pulse X sack started. It was 30. That's a great thing. I got lucky there. I got in that first day. So I
Me
got
too.
in at like 30. I sacked some hex, some of my liquid bag. I got in at like 32 cents or something. So it was good. I'll take it.
I sacked a little bit too. I'm kind of pissed off at myself. I sacked off like only 20% of my bag on the first day, and I sacked off the rest on like day 5 or 7, like a dummy, thinking that the price was going to go up. But I am happy I sacked a little bit on the first day.
Anything on the first day you're in.
Yeah.
Any day
being
before
in
the
is
rate
great.
start going up, you're in.
Hmm?
Any day before the rate started to go up, you're in.
Yeah.
I
may have
liked everyone. I told everyone that it ends on the 10th, so they could get in. January
Honestly,
10th.
that's
If you
good.
don't get in by then, you
Yeah.
can't get in.
You're losing 500 coins per dollar every day after that.
Is that the math? 500 coins per
Well, it'd be
dollar?
10,000, and then when you go up 5%, isn't it 1 for 9,500? Is that the percentage? It would
Yeah,
be.
you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but then it's more than 500
Then it would
the
change
second
after
day,
that. Yeah.
or less than. Yeah, it
Wow.
would be less because it's 5% of 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be less every day.
Wow, I didn't think about it like that.
But even
I mean,
so,
yeah,
right? Like even at the shittiest rate, or not the shittiest rate, but even if you're only getting 5,000 for every dollar, like it's
it's
still
still
amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
What
Like yeah,
would
you want to be. Sorry, go
what's a
ahead,
good
Ty.
number you would say until you'll tell someone like, yo, really, you have no business sacrificing no more? Will it be 1,000 points a dollar, 500 points a dollar? What will be that,
Well, I think it would be like those people that are sacking for, what would you want to sell at? Like, how long do you want to wait to get your money back?
All right,
Because there
you
was
got
people.
okay. Let me say you got no corner, and they can hold for 2 to 3 years.
Well, the earlier the better, every time. But I would probably say once you get up into that cent range, I would probably say no, because why wouldn't you wait for a dip at that point? Right?
So at
Yeah,
that
I
point,
We
agree.
you
don't.
think it'd be
Yeah.
worth the dip? The dip would be more valuable for them.
Well, I think I think if you're if you sack um around, let's say it's a cent, say it's one, let's say the sack rate ends up being you're paying 1 cent per pulse or something like that. A lot of times,
Okay.
I think people would be better off waiting for pulse to launch, have a big run up. Like it'll probably rip for a few days, and then we're gonna have a big correction. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
No one knows, but traditionally that's the way things have gone. Look at Hex. Hex dipped below its opening day price. So
I
like
think a
those,
cent's too much. I think a cent's 100x from the 10,000, right?
yeah, maybe, yeah. So there,
So
since it
I
could be
mean,
too
you
much.
gotta. I think a 10x, if anything above a 10x. So everything from $1 is 1,000 coins. I think everything after that, you might as well just wait because I'm just basing on that off what Ethereum did. So it did a 10x right when it came out. So I don't foresee Pulse Chain doing like 100x right when it comes out. Right, it'll probably do like between 2 to 10x. I'm thinking. So if the sack rate is $1 equals 1,000 coins, then you should just wait. I think
Mm-hmm.
All right.
for it to wait for Pulse X or Pulse Chain to come out, and then just go from there. But I
Okay.
mean,
We've seen people sacking over $1 for, or what is it, 3 or 4 cents per pulse, or sacking at that rate.
yeah, I mean,
So
there's
it's like
millions
you
of dollars,
now
man.
you're
Yeah,
gonna wait. Those guys, those whoever's buying there, they need to wait now for those prices to climb up that before they even see anything.
Didn't someone sacrifice like 10 racks into post chain like a week or two ago?
yeah, I heard something stupid like that. Yeah,
Now, how long would it take that person to at least like do a 2x for the rate they got? Do y'all know the math on that?
Not off the top of my head.
yeah. I don't know the rate anymore, but it's they're losing money for years. If it was a dollar, you said, or $2 for one
Y-
pulse, or for 10,000. Yeah, yeah. I think they'll wait a few years for sure.
So you think a while, a few years before they make their money back?
Yeah, I mean, I think what they'll end up doing is either selling at a huge loss or they'll just accumulate more, buy more to dollar cost average, bring your
To make
average
up.
down, and then yeah, to make up. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Because
I wonder how
I
many
was just thinking to
sellers.
myself, like I was thinking to myself, what is that person's strategy now? Like, what can you do? You put all that money into this thing, and you get the
nothing. You just
terrible
take
rate.
you take the L and move forward.
Yeah,
So y'all
I'm
don't
just
I
see
gonna
mean,
say
no
chill.
beneficial
it just
strategy into doing that. And I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Like, I'm just trying to let my mind go.
no, they're just gonna lose. They're gotta accumulate more after it comes out. If they put $10,000 right now, when it comes out, they might have like $200 or something.
Damn.
There's gonna
I
be a
mean, I'm just
lot of people
something
trying to
like
buy
that. Just
Pulse.
the rate is so yeah,
There's gonna be tons of people trying to get Pulse.
yeah, yeah.
I've got
People
at
that
least
miss, yeah.
5, 6 people that have called me saying, "How do I get it? What should I do? What should I do?" It's like, I don't know. You're gonna have to wait. Like no one
That's
knows.
a legit answer. That is a legit
Well,
answer.
I know, but it's like it's just, the shit's not even out yet. We don't even have the pre bridge yet, right? It's like you're gonna have to. You'd have to. People, if you really want to get in on that pulse, if you missed out, you should start coming up with scenarios for what you're gonna do. I think, you know, like okay, if this happens, if it's a 1-to-1 ratio or 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, this is what I'm willing to do. But this staking thing, if it comes to fruition, has changed the game, right? But there are going to be people FOMOing into Pulse. Like look at the numbers, right? 3-to-1. We did the math last week. 3-to-1 sackers for Pulse X is the Pulse chain
Yep.
Yeah.
addresses, and
And the
Pulse
number
is
of the post
deflationary right
XX,
out of the gate.
Go ahead.
What's
Sorry.
that, Tap? No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say there?
I was saying when we last checked the post X sacrifice wallets, it's went up a few thousand numbers.
Yeah.
Like last time we checked, it was at 129,000. It's sitting at 133,000.
Yeah.
So
And you
as
gotta
this
think-
rate is getting worse, is that many people still hopping in, or that many wallets?
Yeah. It's got to slow down. It should be slowing down, I would think.
It's starting to a little bit, but I'm still seeing that number go up.
It's just the pulse. I'm not going to sell any of it. Nope. It's just going to
I
be
ain't
sitting
gonna.
there.
I'm gonna act like I don't have any. Post X. What's that? I don't know.
It's so true. Like crypto, I don't play those games. I don't play that. I play with real money, man. I
And
don't
I
play
think
those
that's just
computer
Ethereum.
games.
And then that fake money. Why would I ever?
Yeah, I don't play that. You know that's a scam, right? The whole thing's a scam, you know.
Yes, everything's.
Yeah. that 1.2 billion dollar sacrifice. Yeah, that ain't real.
Did y'all hear about
Scam.
that lady who said she's trying to get into cryptocurrency and she plans to raise $1 billion? Did y'all hear about that?
To what? She plans to raise $1 billion?
Yeah, she plans to raise $1 billion. She plans to.
To do what?
I don't know. It was on the cover of some Forbes magazine. I don't know who she
Well,
is.
she
I've
should-
her heard of her name before. It was
She
like
should
some
start a
random-
sack phase then if she wants to raise $1 billion.
So Hexico was retweeting it. I gotta find it and send it to you.
Yeah, let me know. So next week, are we gonna? You guys want to try and do Sunday? Get this back on track and do Sundays, or what are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I'm lagging
I
right
won't
now.
be able to,
Post X lead
'cause
messed me up.
I'm celebrating Valentine's this weekend.
Which what do you mean on Saturday you're celebrating?
Saturday and Sunday I'm celebrating.
What do you? How many
This guy,
Valentine's
man.
are you doing?
I'm
This
being
is
busy.
okay. No, this is that tap story about being a poet and all that. That's bullshit. Because you're doing 2
Bullshit.
Valentine's days. Yeah, that's where you get your name from, Tap. Okay, because your first girlfriend, she got Valentine's all friggin' week, and she goes, oh, "Your name could be Frank or whatever. I'm calling you Tap because all you do is tap me." So you heard it here first. This guy's. Oh, I'm busy next week. I got to do 2 Valentine's days, one after the other. Tap for life. There you go. Yes, you're literally tapping for life. We can see right through you, sir. It's
I'm
over.
freaking dead. I'm freaking dead, yo.
So not Sunday then, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, not Sunday. I could do Monday, Tuesday.
Is Dan still there? Or is he muted?
Oh Lord, my throat
2
hurts.
Valentines. This is what are you doing?
It's not that it's 2 Valentines. It was just on yesterday, Monday. I ordered my girl the flowers and the balloons to get sent to her job, and we did the whole happy Valentine's to each other. But this weekend is when we're gonna see each other, and we're gonna have an actual physical Valentine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So double up. I gotta spend money on Valentine's Day and off Valentine's Day.
Look at Dan's message.
Please sing.
He went to the pulse lead site. Everything stopped working after that. Well, this might be a good time to shut her down, folks. I got to work tomorrow, anyways.
Do you get any
So-
chats? Is there anything we got in the chat?
Yeah.
Anyone want to ask any questions or anything? Did we miss anything?
Accept these cookies, guys.
Yeah,
was
you're
lagging.
coming in fuzzy there. Go ahead.
Nah, I don't think we missed anything.
So we was talking to. Oh, he was.
Yeah,
So
I
were we
think I
talking to
heard
each
everything you
other?
guys said at
Were
the
we
end.
talking
I'm
to
down
each other
for,
the whole
Monday
time?
next
Then
week. Or
nobody was talking to us.
We had some chats, but we got to get the link sent out earlier. Once this is posted, on YouTube. I'm gonna download this and I'm gonna cut some stuff out of it. I think I'd like think that last part where he was funny tap people like that.
Oh, definitely.
So we can just start sending out clips. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
send the clips over to me. I'm gonna send it to my people. Let them know I'm somebody.
Yeah, man. And then Candace, she's busy tonight, but she does want to come on. She messaged back to me.
Okay, yeah, definitely have her on. I want to talk.
Yeah,
We could talk
She
this stuff.
messaged you? She didn't message me.
when did you DM her? I can't hear him at all.
We can't hear you, bro.
What's going on, Candace?
Go again.
Don't
I
worry,
can't
maybe
hear
she
him at
got
all.
back, man.
I can't hear
still
Dan.
going out.
Okay. All right, boys. I'm gonna shut her down. This was fun
All right.
tonight, though.
Everyone have a good night. Be
better
healthy.
every
Drink
time.
your water.
God,
Eat your fruit.
goddamn internet.
Do
again.
yoga. Meditate. Get your mind clear. Keep your strategy. And be happy. Be happy. It's too much sadness.
We got any outro music there, Dan, or no? You go. Oh, there he is.
Let me get the
I
golden.
keep lagging in and out. I keep lagging in and out.
You good now?
I'm good.
No, damn it.
Goodbye, all you
Dang.
beautiful Hexicans out there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's end the show.
Good night,
Oh,
everyone.
here we go. All right.
Oh, does he?
This
Do you have an
show
outro
may
video
or
or
may
no?
not have been brought to you by hexmerch.com.
Did he freeze?
Oh, we could do the same video again, but it might lag. Let's see.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you, boys.
What are you, some sort of
Oh, yeah.
Hexican?
All right, everybody. This second May episode may or may not have been brought to you by hexmerch.com, your one-stop shop for all your hex, pulse chain, and pulse hex gear. Peace. Hey, we love you. Let's go, baby. Number 1.